Unit 5. 1. The London Philharmonic Orchestra took charge of recording the national anthems for use at the London Olympics in 2012. Each anthem had to be up to a minute in duration because of the recordings which would be played at the medal ceremonies. It was a challenge to condense them. Uruguay's is about 6.5 minutes long, so they needed a way to chop it down which would not offend the country. On the other hand, Uganda's is only 9 bars, so they had to come up with a way of making it last longer, which had no boring repetition. After many complications, they recorded the national anthems of all 205 countries that participate in the Olympics. 2. Fuel-efficient cars are becoming increasingly attractive to car consumers, so it's no surprise that the number of car shoppers who are looking at hybrids is increasing. They consider buying a range of high-tech cars that get great gas mileage and cut polluting emissions. Hybrids save gas and money. Hybrids get terrific gas mileage, which is made possible by using cutting-edge technologies and designs. Actually, a newly produced hybrid has about twice the mileage that you can expect from a standard mid-size car. Hybrids are easy on the environment as well. Hybrid technologies reduce greenhouse gases which are emitted by the fossil fuel used by cars. So, choosing to drive a hybrid helps decrease global warming and cuts air pollution. 3. Since the 1970s, scientists have been searching for ways to link the brain with computers. Brain-computer interface technology could help people with disabilities send commands to machines. What researchers have recently designed is a special cap. This head cover captures the signals from the scalp and redirects them to a computer. The computer interprets the signals and controls a motorized wheelchair. The wheelchair also has 2 cameras that identify objects in its path. They help the computer react to commands from the brain. Scientists keep improving the computer software that identifies brain signals and turns them into simple commands. Trying to bring this technology out of the lab, they have set 2 goals. The first goal is testing with real patients so as to demonstrate this is a technology from which they can benefit. And the second is to guarantee they can use the technology over long periods of time. 4. Have you ever skied at the North Pole? To our surprise, a 16-year-old British boy, Parker Leotoad, went there to become the world's youngest person to ski to the North Pole. Sadly, he had to give up his second try last year when he suffered from injuries and terrible weather condition. But now the teenager will try again. Then, why is he trying to ski to the North Pole where he has to face an average temperature of minus 35 degrees Celsius? I am an environmental campaigner and I will take snow and ice thickness measurements as part of ongoing climate change research for Canada's University of Alberta, he explained. However huge a challenge it is for the teenager, he will give it another try. I want to bring this important message of climate change to world leaders. I hope to succeed this time, he said. Good luck with your expedition, Parker. Unit 6. 1. Pillow fights used to be only for young children. However, people of all ages can enjoy them on International Pillow Fight Day. On that day, many people get together in a large place. When the signal sounds, all of them start a giant pillow fight. They really enjoy themselves during the fight. However, there are some basic safety rules. First, you have to only use soft pillows. Next, you have to swing them lightly. Lastly, you should not swing at someone who doesn't have a pillow. Also, you had better take off your glasses. When the event is over, you have to clean up the big mess you've made. Two. Whenever we hear about a NASA mission, astronauts and spaceships are the images that come to mind. Imagining astronauts walking underwater would be very strange. However, a team of NASA scientists are sending astronauts underwater, not into space. Deep underwater, the environment is very harsh and unpredictable. So the astronauts can be trained working in such difficult conditions, and they can test their equipment too. Of course, all of this does not really guarantee the safety of the astronauts, but it is the best NASA can do to get their people ready for the hardships they will experience in space. Three. Many studies have shown that teenagers need at least 9 hours of sleep. In reality, however, only 25% of students say that they are getting enough sleep. Why? Some teens may stay up late studying, and others are playing computer games and surfing the internet. The problem is that the blue light from computer monitors may do harm to the body's biological clock. According to scientists, a person's biological clock responds to the color of the sky, which is blue. When people see the sky, their biological clock thinks it is time to start the day. A blue computer screen can make someone's biological clock think it is morning. So teens who spend many hours in front of the computer may have difficulty in going to sleep early. Whatever the cause may be, we should not let teenagers suffer from lack of sleep. Even one night with less than enough sleep can upset the chemical balance in their bodies. 4. When Qatar was chosen for the 2022 World Cup, fans were surprised. The World Cup is usually held in June and July, and it's very hot in Qatar during those months. In fact, it can be 50 degrees Celsius during the day. How can soccer players play there? Some scientists may have come up with a great idea, and they did. Remote-controlled man-made clouds. To make these clouds, Dr. Saud Abdul Ghani and his team plan to use light carbon materials and helium gas. An engine will be placed on the cloud's surface. The engine, controlled by a remote control, will move the clouds around. It must cost quite a lot of money, but the money is probably not the issue. The bigger question is, will this team of scientists actually be able to make this idea happen? We will all find out in 2022.